How exactly did you prove your unsupportive parents wrong? I didn't get to. Not really. Growing up, my parents didn't think I'd amount to much. I was quiet. I didn't push myself to be a leader or chase recognition. My dad worked in sales. Loud, charming, always on. My mom was a cheerful elementary school teacher, the type who wore seasonal earrings and ran the PTA. I wasn't like them, and they couldn't understand why. All through high school, they kept pushing. Debate team, student council, anything to break me out of my shell. I just wanted to be left alone with my computer. I was obsessed with code, spent hours building games, automating little tasks, tinkering with scripts. I loved it. Dad would shake his head. You can't make a living staring at a screen. Clients buy from people they like, not some awkward kid who can't make eye contact. Mom tried to be gentler. Sweetie, the world's hard on shy people. You need better people skills. When I told them I wanted to skip college and go to a coding boot camp, it was like I'd announced I'd joined a cult. Dad refused to help financially. Mom cried. You're throwing your life away, she said. I took out loans, moved into a crappy apartment with 3 strangers I met online, lived on ramen, worked overnight security to cover bills while I did the boot camp during the day. I was always exhausted, but I was finally doing what I loved. 6 months later, I landed an entry-level developer job. Pay was trash, but it was a foot in the door. I called my parents, hoping they'd be proud. Dad, tech's unstable. They'll lay you off the minute things slow down. Mom, I just worry about you sitting in front of a screen all day. It's not healthy. So I stopped trying to win their approval. I worked, quietly climbed the ladder. I wasn't rich, but I was stable, happy. I started building an app on the side, something for people with social anxiety to practice conversation skills. Ironic, I know. Then COVID hit. My company laid off half the staff, but not me. My manager pulled me aside. We're keeping you. You're the most reliable dev we've got. 2 weeks later, my dad lost his job. Sales dried up. Nobody needed a charmer in a pandemic. My mom's school went remote, and she couldn't figure out how to share her screen. One night, she called me in tears. I spent hours teaching her how to navigate Zoom, helped my dad update his resume and apply for jobs online, taught my mom how to use Google Classroom, set up their printer remotely, again and again. Then one night, my dad called. His voice was soft. I was wrong about you, he said. You found your place. I'm proud of you. I should have felt triumphant. I didn't. I just felt sad. Because it took a global crisis, their careers collapsing, for them to finally see my worth. 3 months later, my dad had a stroke. The doctors said stress played a role. He recovered partially, but he's not the same. That booming, confident guy, gone. I moved them closer last year. I help with bills. I troubleshoot tech. Mom asks for help now, instead of questioning me. They finally respect me. Finally understand that being quiet doesn't mean worthless. That coding alone in a room doesn't mean disconnected from the world. But this doesn't feel like victory. I didn't want to prove them wrong like this. Not when it meant watching them lose everything they once took pride in. Not when the cost of being seen was watching them break.